because there wasn't enough food to go around. Typically, in these situations, in this old Japanese custom, the family would abandon the oldest woman in their family in the woods. Not cool. But as the story goes, some of those women survived and used their grief and rage and was taken over by a yokai named Maria Yamaura. Moral of the story with this yokai is don't trust any Yoda looking ladies in the middle of the woods offering you food and shelter. And if you have a grandma, don't abandon her in the woods because she might turn into an evil witch. Now, yeah, what I say. See what you Staying in the woods for a second, let's talk about Jaboka, also known as the vampire tree. The Jaboka appears like any other tree, but upon closer inspection, you'll notice that at the base of the tree there is a large pile of human bones. By the time you're aware of the human bones, it'll be too late. The tree will lift you up and using skinny twigs and branches to pierce your body and suck out your blood. Once the tree is done consuming you, it'll drop you and allow insects and birds to finish you off. At that point, your bones will simply become an addition to the pile that you just noticed. Now you might be thinking, were these trees always yokai, or did they start as regular trees he liked? And the answer is Jabokus were just ordinary trees. How they become such deadly vampire trees is pretty unfortunate. Whenever there is a large massacre, a huge battle, or war, all the blood that's soaked into the earth will be absorbed by trees, and some of those trees will be transformed into the yokai Jaboka. This is where the list starts to get dangerous, because in this case, the Jaboka does not discriminate on its victims, and by the time you even be aware of the pile of bones, it's already too late, making it almost impossible to identify. To me, that's terrifying. Jumping out of the forest, let's get into the pond, and let's talk about the kappa. This one's weird, the kappa is a humanoid creature, typically about the size of a child, inhabiting in ponds and rivers. They are typically a greenish color, but either have scaly or slimy skin, and their hands and feet are webbed, and they have a turtle shell on their back. As weird as that may sound, this might be the most normal thing about the kappa. Some of the more peculiar traits of the kappa is the fact that they have three anuses to produce three times the gas as humans. This will be relevant later. And even though they are relatively small, they are physically stronger than a grown man. And the kappa also has a dish on its back holding sacred water, which, if spilled, severely weakens the kappa. This is also relevant for later. Now, with what they look like out of the way, what do they do? And really, that depends. Drastically. Their actions can range from mischievous all the way down to deadly. And in some very rare situations, they can even provide gifts. On the lesser end of things, kappa are known to lift women's kimonos. And on the darker end of things, the